UFC 310 Pantoja versus Asakura took place last night, and I'm going to go through the full card recap, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event, giving my full reaction to everything that happened on the card. We start with the early prelim opener of... Now, before I start this, decent card overall, not the best. Just an overall salt end to this card, where I'm just dissatisfied by everything of it. We start with the early prelim opener of Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Lucas Bursky. Both guys landed shots early on. I mean, nothing really happened. Nzechukwu eventually caught him on the chin. It was just tit for tat at range, where they both landed some decent shots. But Nzechukwu just found the shot because he's just a lot better as an athlete, and he gets it done. What do you expect? This was an easy prediction. Kennedy Nzechukwu gets the job done. It's not really something you should be proud of picking Nzechukwu. It was an easy, obvious pick. Lucas Bursky's absolute dog shit. And Nzechukwu wins. We move on up the card. Chase Hooper versus Clay Guida. Again, another just easy prediction there. Chase Hooper looks good. Gets the job done. I mean, it was weird scrambles in this fight. Good scrambles from Clay Guida, to be fair. And he did end up in some decent positions for himself. But Chase Hooper eventually found the sub. He's just a lot better on the ground at this point than Clay Guida. He beat him in a grappling match. He's just a lot better than Clay Guida everywhere. And he looked good on the feet in this fight as well. But didn't really get to show much there, because on the ground it was just too easy. So, good performance from Chase Hooper. He won the fight easily. What can you say? 2 for 0 on the card so far. Michael Chiesa versus Max Griffin. Good performance from Michael Chiesa. Worked with the grappling in this fight and beat Max Griffin. Picking Griffin was maybe a pick you can go for, because Chiesa is terrible on the feet. But he beat Max Griffin. I'm saying like Max Griffin. I don't know why. He beat Max Griffin with a rear naked choke, tapped him out, and that's all that matters. Michael Chiesa, 2 wins in a row now. Maybe one more win, we can start looking at the rankings again, but I don't know what's next for him. Maybe him versus Brian Battle to see who gets in the rankings. Maybe Battle's earned it now, but I don't know. I feel like that's a fight you can do. And yeah, good performance from Michael Chiesa. Good for him. Good 2 wins in a row. That's good for him. Although he is getting weird competition lately, like Tony Ferguson, like Max Griffin, let's put him against a Brian Battle, a known, relevant name, not Max Griffin, a weird fight. Don't do him versus fucking watch him do Chiesa versus fucking Ponzinibbio next. I don't want to see that. Let's do him versus a known, relevant name, not a relevant Max Griffin. We move on up the card. Joshua Van versus Cody Durden. I went with Joshua Van, and he won. Cody Durden isn't great, He isn't all that good. Yeah, he has good grappling, but Joshua Van's just a slick striker on the feet, and we have to just kind of admit that now. He is just very good on the feet. Cody Durden is he got outstruck. Had a good first round, but just got outstruck. Was bleeding a lot in this fight. Joshua Van just poured it on him and won a decision unanimously. Joshua Van gets the job done. Yeah, good win from Joshua Van, the fearless Joshua Van gets the job done. What can you say? Good performance. Cody Durden is not all that, and I think Joshua Van is all that. We move on. Up the card. Eric Anders versus Chris Weidman. Now, I was originally picking Anders, but then I switched to Chris Weidman. And, you need to fucking retire Chris Weidman. I originally picked Anders to KO him. But Weidman is losing to Eric Anders. At this fucking point, you're losing to Eric Anders. You need to retire, man. I'm never picking Chris Weidman ever again. He is dog shit. Terrible. Awful. Alright, so even, I know he hasn't said this, but like, he's not Anthony Smith, but if you ever talk about any top contenders at middleweight, I will find you, Chris Weidman. Oh, no, I won't. Obviously, I won't. I'm just joking around. But still, shut the fuck up about anything ever again. I know he has. I'm thinking of Anthony Smith, for fuck's sake. Sorry, Chris Weidman, but still, you kind of have that Smith energy to you. But still, you're losing to Eric Anders at this point. You need to go. Like, I don't mind a loss to Tavares after a huge layoff. That's fine. Decision loss, whatever. Broken leg, whatever. It's fine. It's Brad Tavares. He can be tricky. But Eric Anders is a next, like, you need to go level. Like, Tavares is alright. He can get some wins. He's good. Anders is just like, come on. Bruno Silva is better than Anders, arguably. You know, and yeah, terrible from Weidman. He's awful. Went for a guillotine. Shouldn't have picked him. Should have just skipped my Anders pick, but yeah, whatever. We move on up the card. Bryan Battle versus Randy Brown. I went with Bryan Battle, and he got a close decision win. Now, close fight. Round 1 can maybe go Brown. Round 2 can go Battle, maybe. Round 3 is very close. Battle was doing all right. It's a very close fight. I don't mind the decision here. We'll get to Evloev Aljo. But good performance from Bryan Battle. He won. Very close fight. It's a very close fight. But Brown lost. And I don't mind this either, because I much prefer Bryan Battle at the top than Randy Brown. Sucks for Brown, but it's just, I like this better. Battle took the shots. Yeah, good performance from Battle. Rolled with a lot of stuff in this fight, man. He did. So, good performance from a good head movement in this fight and rolling with shots. I liked that. So, good stuff from Bryan Battle. Good win. We move on up the card. Movsar Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling. I know you want me to talk about the decision. Now, I will get to that. Good performance from both men. Both men look good. Good fight overall. Good scrambles in this fight. Aljo, I think, won round 1 with the back take, and Evloev didn't really have much towards the end, at least. Like, round 2 was Evloev, I think, but close round. But round 2 was Movsar Evloev, because he had the control time, and I think he landed a bit better shots. Round 3. At first, I was thinking, oh, Aljo's won this. He has long control time. Movsar's not doing much. Then Movsar, with like a minute and a half to go, like, gets control himself on Aljo. Good fight overall. And Movsar's takedown defense. Dude, Aljo's offensive wrestling's massively improved. Something we gotta just take into consideration. Aljo's offensive wrestling has fucking improved. A lot. Probably trained with Marab. So, moving forward, I'm going to take that into consideration for Aljo. Movsar straight up won the fight. He just did. On damage. Aljo had longer control time. I get it. But on damage, Movsar was landing tappy shots. Aljo wasn't doing that. Unanimous is crazy, though. Like, I went, like, a split decision, it would have been like, okay. Unanimous is like, okay. Movsar won the fight, I think, though. 2-1. I'm sorry. I think he beat Allen as well. And I also think he beat Sterling. Close decisions where people think otherwise. I think he won both of those fights. So good for Evloev. I'd say do him versus Lopez next. I mean, I think they're going to do Ilya versus Volk 2. Ilya Topuria versus Volk 2. I think that's what they're going to do. Personally. So, I'd say you do. Let's do Volk Lopez and just give Evloev the title shot. But I'd say you do Evloev versus... I'd say you do Movsar Evloev versus Diego Lopez 2. To decide who gets it next. That's what I would do. And just to give Volk the shot in the meantime. That'd actually be perfect. So yeah, good performance. We move on. Up the card. Vicente Luque versus Themba Gorimbo. Fuck, I knew Themba wasn't that good, man. But the UFC hyped him all week. On embedded everywhere. Just for him to get embarrassed. What a fraud, man. Fuck. I thought he'd just have power and just... Luque looked good. Luque looked really good in this fight. Good for Vicente Luque. I love seeing this guy win. He was just on the verge of a title shot, but he missed weight on the Covington Usman 2 weigh-in show. And, yeah, I'm gonna go with... I went with Gorimbo. Should have kind of went Luque, to be honest, but because I knew Gorimbo wasn't that great. He isn't good. UFC hyped him all week, though. Fuck him. Fuck UFC for that. Fucking idiots. And, yeah, good win from Vicente Luque. Let's fucking go, Luque. He's back. We move on up the card. Dominic Reyes versus Anthony Smith. There, I'm going to now roast Smith once and for all. Good win, Reyes. I love seeing Reyes win. He beat the fuck out of John Jones. And it's just awesome to see Reyes win. Dominant performance. Good performance from Reyes. Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith. I kind of feel bad for him, though. I can't even lie. I do kind of feel bad for Smith. Because he gets a lot of hate, but it's fucking... He did it to himself. He did it to himself, man. Saying he beats Pereira. I know he said he's not going to do anything with Pereira, but man, Smith's shit, man. He needs to go. He ruined Vitor Petrino, man. Fuck him for that. Why would you ruin Petrino? 10-0 prospect. And that's it. You ruined Petrino. We won't get him anymore. Because you got him with a guillotine. Yeah, fuck. Fuck Anthony Smith. And, yeah, good performance from Reyes. Good for Reyes. Honestly, 2-fight winning streak. Good stuff, man. He's back. I'd say do him versus Ryan Spann again. Because I think he beat Spann in a rematch. I think that was not a fluke, but like... Just like a... timing-wise, terrible Reyes. So you run that back, Reyes smokes Spann. So let's do that next. Reyes versus Spann 2. I need that. We move on up the card. Doo Ho Choi versus Nate Landwehr. Well, this would have gone two ways. Either Doo Ho Choi scolded Landwehr and finished him, or just KO'd him, or Landwehr broke him. Landwehr got beat up too much to where he can't really come back from that. And yeah, Doo Ho Choi, man. He's back. 2 wins in a row now. Bill Algeo and now Nate Landwehr, who is kind of like at the high top of the featherweight unranked area rankings. So good for him. Sucks for Nate the Train. But Doo Ho Choi is a beast. He won. Good for him. Like seeing him. He called out Bryce Mitchell. We'll get to him in a second. But good performance though. Good performance from Doo Ho Choi. Yeah, he looked really good in this fight. And sucks for Nate Landwehr. You never know when he looks good. Like, he beats Jamal Emmers, though. Even Ige didn't look that good against him. I'm starting to think Ige is just overrated as fuck. And no one's saying it. I'm starting to really think that about Ige, man. I'm starting to think he's not that good. and he just snipes people because it's good stylistic fights. Maybe. But I'm going to go with good performance from Doohoo Choi. But we move on. Bryce Mitchell versus Kron Gracie. Oh, boy. Kron Gracie, man. Good performance from Bryce Mitchell. He won, but it was a fucking layup for him. Let's be honest. The UFC basically said, Bryce, we gave you Josh Emmett. We're sorry. We saw the result of that. Let's give you Kron Gracie. And he won with style points. So good performance from Bryce Mitchell. Got the finish. Won the first 2 rounds. Yeah, Kron Gracie, man. I think he had some dirt on Dana. But now you can finally get rid of him from the sport. Because the dude came off a huge layoff, by the way. A year off from here. From the Jordan fight to here. Then like a 3-year layoff from there. With him and Jordan fight and the timeline to the Swanson fight. He beat Caceres, lost to Swanson, lost to Jordan. In like a year's space time. Timeline. Then got a ranked opponent in Bryce Mitchell. After 2 losses and a massive layoff. And he just got whooped again and finished. Get rid of him. Like, I know they want the Gracie to be ranked. And that would have been cool to see Gracie win. But you need to go. You need to be real. You need to get out of here. Bryce Mitchell won and destroyed this guy. Easy work from Mitchell as predicted. Yeah, we move on up the card. Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov. Oh, man. Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov. Man, Volkov was robbed. And I'm just going to be completely honest. That was 2 rounds to 1 for Alexander Volkov. It simply was. Like, this sucks, man. Like, good for Aspinall. Because I'm kind of like, to be honest, I think all fans should be this. Kind of behind the shadow of Aspinall. Seeing Aspinall. I know there's going to be Jones fans in there, but still. Everyone should be behind the shadow and back of Tom Aspinall. Not that way. Fuck. No Jones. So everyone should be, like, in the wing of Tom Aspinall. All fans. And they should see and support his legacy. Because he's the most fun fighter. So, as an Aspinall fan, I want to see the Gane fight. Because Aspinall's already beaten Volkov. But I kind of like Volkov, man. Because he's just never had a title shot. And he's just been done dirty. So I think, personally... if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, if Jose Aldo can get a title shot after losing a close fight with Moraes, Volkov should as well. And Cyril Gane can fight some other guy. That's how it should go. If Aldo can get a shot after losing a number 1 contender fight with Moraes, but arguably could have won, I think the same treatment for Volkov should be the same. He was beating everyone before. He beat Pavlovich easily. Like, he is a savage. So this would be terrible if he doesn't get a title shot. So Volkov, I think, should get one. Gane can wait. I think Gane has the right to wait around. But no. Volkov should get a title shot next. Against the winner of Aspinall Jones. If it's Tom, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go with... That's what I want. Do I see it happening? Probably not. This is dumb. We move on. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian Machado Gary. Good performance from Shavkat Rakhmonov. Ian Gary is good. He will become a champ one day. And he did very well in this fight. And there's an argument maybe, but no. I do believe Shavkat Rakhmonov won the fight. Rounds 1, 2, and 4. 3 and 5 are Gary's, I think, but still. He did good in this fight, man. Shavkat, I know people are saying Bilal beats him. Listen, stylistically, this is a much difficult fight for Shavkat. I think Bilal's going to be a lot easier for him. Bilal can win, though. Bilal can win. On the feet, Bilal would lose. Let's be fucking real. But on the ground, he could out-grapple Shavkat. Because I think Shavkat looks like easily dunkable. Gonna be completely real. And Bilal is just freakishly strong. I still think Shavkat would win, but it is still close. So I do have the same opinion on this. Like, this was a stylistically more difficult fight. Ian Machado Gary is good, though. Shavkat's just better. And he had a good performance. Nearly got subbed in the 5th round. And, yeah, good performance from Shavkat Rakhmonov. Did what he needed to do to win. Didn't get the finish, but he got the job done. Yeah, sucks for Ian Gary, man. Because he wasn't even that highly ranked in the rankings. But, yeah, Shavkat won the fight. A lot of people picked Gary. And, yeah, we move on. Up the card. Do you think Shavkat beats Bilal still, though? Stylistically, man. Stylistically. Knees to the body, knees to the head. Boring performance from Shavkat, though, but he won. And he cracked Gary here and there. Mario Batista didn't ever crack Aldo on the chin. You know? Like, Batista had a lot... Like, it wasn't the same. Yeah, it was here and there, but Batista did that all fucking fight. Anyways, we move on up the card. Alejandro Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. With Kai Asakura to win, I said he'd win a close decision over Pantoja. Yeah, Pantoja's just he's just in his prime, I guess, right now. Oh well. Yeah, that's Kai Asakura fucking done. Straight up. Like, you can't get ranked for that. So now he's probably gonna have to fight unranked guys or move up to bantamweight. He could move to bantamweight and get like a Garbrandt. They could do that. Get like a Garbrandt fight going, like a Figueiredo fight, but Figueiredo's ranked. You can't give him a ranked opponent. That's just treatment right there. You have to give him like a Cruz or something. I don't think Cruz is ranked anymore. Like a Garbrandt fight, like a no-name fight. You can't do him versus like fucking Davy Grant or some like bantamweight, or like even if he stays at flyweight, you can't do him versus like Cody Durden. Yeah, sucks for this. This shit. Fuck this. Fuck Pantoja. Yay, he had a good performance, good win. Fuck, man. No one can beat this guy. It's annoying. You can, though. It's easy to beat this guy. Urseg beat him. But it's just, he called out DJ. I don't think DJ should take it, to be honest, because I feel like he'd probably lose at this point. Yeah, he would definitely win in his prime, but now I feel like he'd probably just get out-wrestled, because Pantoja is just a little bitch. Good win, though. I'm salty. I have a right to be. The division's fucking dead. But, like, I would have wished Asakura put up more of a fight, like an Urseg. Yeah, good win. Kara France could be next. Probably would lose, though. Figueiredo could come back. That'd be decent. Really would. Like, Figueiredo could come back down. Bring back Makayev, maybe. That would bring us some hype, but he probably would lose as well. Like, Pantoja's just got each and everything just higher than these guys. I'm not really interested in Royval getting a trilogy. Yeah, I don't know what you do. Fuck flyweight. Fuck Pantoja. Let's just ignore this fucking card and result. And yeah, 2025, I'll do a lot better on predictions, I promise. I know we got Covington Buckley next week, but pay-per-view wise, I'll do a lot better next pay-per-view. Don't worry. And I'll make reactions to all new fight announcements as well. See ya.